How y'all doing out there in YouTube land? This is Stiletto and Juno coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Well, today we're going to put together one of Lucky's presents, one of his Christmas presents for me that he gave me. And Juno's going to get off the table so we can get started. That's my sweetie. Say Merry Christmas to everybody, sweetie. That's right. That's right. That's my girl. That's my girl. That's my girl. All right, let me see what we got here. It's for the holdout 3, huh? Which one do you think we should use, Juno? And it's a gift from Snaggletooth, Robert Snaggletooth, and Lucky. From Lucky. It's coming from SnaggleToothMF. And what do we have? We have aluminum snaggletooth. And we have the aluminum holdout 3 cog ring. And we're going to assemble it. So let's go ahead and move this out the way. And these are my three holdout 3s. These are all the holdout 3s I have. This is my oldest one. This is the one I used to carry all the time. You can tell because it's polished. Then polish. That's aluminum backspacer too. I could have polished that too, but I chose not to because I didn't want it to be shiny in my pocket. The other ones I wear inside. I would carry this one as like as a spare knife to open up letters or packages, you know, like when you go to the PO off your PO box and get stuff out your PO box. Now these aren't very fidgety, not when you keep them tight like I do. These are tight, but you can loosen it up. Let me show you right here. It takes a T10, just loosen it up a little bit, and then it'll start to get fidgety. But to me, the holdout series, except for the biggest ones, just aren't very fidgety at all. So if you want a fidgety knife, the holdout series may not be for you unless you get the holdout 6. Because with the holdout 6, I think what it is, a lot of it, you know, is that this guy's a 6-inch blade and it's 3.8 millimeters thick. So it's, you know, it's fairly heavy for a knife blade. And with the phosphorus bronze washers, with the Teflon washers, it will open up and fly open, you know, once you break it in, just like it's on bearings. But for the smaller ones, it doesn't, because these blades are very light. And so there's no weight to them. And so it's harder to use them like that. But they're really good if you're going to use a knife as a pocket knife. This is an excellent pocket knife. And we're going to turn one into a great self-defense knife. And I think I'm going to do this one because I think I want to do my serrated one. I only have one serrated one. This is an original Oz 8 one. This one right here is my newest one, the last one I bought. And it's a CTS 6HP. I think I just want to leave this one totally the way it is. That's like a collector. But the Oz 8 one, I think this would be a great candidate for it. So I think this is one that I'm going to use, people. And this one I like leaving the way it is just because it goes with my I don't know, maybe I should do this one though, too, though. Because this would be a cool mate to the to my other ones. And just leave this one being a collector. You know, people, I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do the one that I've used a lot. Because the backspacer's not polished anyway, so it doesn't make a difference there. And I think it'll make it a cool matchup to like my other ones that I do carry. Because the ones I do carry are my old Oz 8 ones. The ones that are polished. And so this one sort of goes with the others. So let's go ahead and do this one real quick. Yes. This T6 is getting worn out, people. So let me grab one of my other T6s. I think this one's getting kind of worn out too, though. That's why T6s aren't my favorite. I'd much rather have everything be a T8 over T6s any day of the week. For, you know, like the body screws, that's what I'm talking about. You gotta take it all the way apart because you're taking off the back spacer. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking it all the way apart. So this one has a short one, long one. It's been a long time since I've taken this one apart. Another long one. So what I'm going to do with these is put the two long ones back in the place where they go, and I'm going to put the short one at the top. The short one's, the one at the top is probably short so it doesn't hit the blade when the blade folds in, I bet. That's usually what's happening when you have a short one. It's short for a reason. That's real short. That one is the same length as these. So the body screws are all the same size. You just have that one that's short. Yeah, right. Need this part. Take it all apart. Let's put some fresh oil and grease in this one. Hasn't been taken apart in a long time. Looks pretty good though. It doesn't look dirty. These used to be some of the knives I carried the most. It used to be my holdouts. Because these were like my pocket knives back in the day. I didn't really think of them as like first, you know, I liked them because they could be self-defense also, but I thought of more of as being like a pocket knife. And I used like my XL holdout, the 6-inch. I use that one for mostly in the kitchen because it's such a great knife. It's like a chef's knife. Works perfectly like that for uses like that. And if I was ever to have to bug out or whatever, I would definitely take one with me in my pack because that'd be my folding chef's knife. That's what I would use to hold out the XL for. And it's also a great knife to wear on the inside of your leather vest. If you ride a motorcycle and you wear a leather vest, and you have like a gun pocket and stuff inside your vest, it works good like that too. Carry it inside your vest because then it's like totally concealed. And it's a monster blade, a mega blade. So it's, you know, it's a cool knife. Okay, so let's go ahead and grease this up. Start putting this back together. Well, actually, we should take all these parts out first. I think I'm gonna put the what's the name in last, because I should have did that while I was still together, but I didn't. So I gotta wait until I get back together again. And I've always learned that, you know, like with these, it's always good to run the screws through these screw holes, just in case they got any finishers or anything still in them. Let's put that down. I like to run them all the way through just to clean up the threads. That's all I'm doing. Makes everything easier when you put it together because everything will tighten up properly and screw together properly. These feel pretty clean though. I think they've already been cleaned because the screws are screwing right into it. So I think Rob might already clean these out. Yeah, I think these are already clean. He's probably watched my videos in the past when I had to clean them. Very cool. Quality work, quality work. I love Snaggletooth. SnaggleToothMF people rocks. That's the place to go to transform your EDCs into SDU EDCs, self-defense utility everyday carry knives or folders. I highly recommend SnaggleToothMF. Just like I highly recommend Original Goat and Lynch Northwest. I like all of their products. And I wouldn't be saying that, people, if I didn't really like their products. I don't never promote anybody's products if I don't like them. I have to like their products for me to want to promote it. Where's that little pin at? Oh, there it is. Well, it's a tiny, tiny pin. Don't forget this little pin, people. Let me show it. I don't want to drop it. That little pin right there. Don't forget that little pin. This one, the pin on this one is tiny. At least you can't get it out. Feels like it's stuck in here. There we go. Everything all lined up. There's my first screw. Let's move in a little bit. Let's see what's happening. Gotta keep the holes lined up, huh? Let me see. Use that. Feels like it should be right there. All right, we got it. Tight right there. Tight right there. We dropped the pin out. Uh-oh. Where'd my pin go? I see it. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on that pin. I don't want to be losing that little pin. Put a little bit of my rubber cement. It's another little trick that I do. See if I can do it without making a mess. This pin is tiny. There we go. Got some rubber cement on it. There we go. Okay, we got it in there now. I'm gonna put some rubber cement on these other screws too. I mean the other pins. Because if I remember right, this one rattled a little bit. So it could stand a little bit of this treatment on all these little pins. Just a trick that I learned, you know, just over the years. You know, it's like if you shake your knife and it has a rattle to it. Oh, I see something I messed up at. I gotta take this back apart. I didn't put these things in. Okay, so we gotta unscrew this again. Let's see if I can do it without dropping all the pins and everything everywhere. Actually, I just need to swivel this one out. So I just need to really take this one out. Okay, and just loosen this other one up. Let's see. Oh, it won't let me swivel because of the pin. Let's see if I can slide one in there now. Okay, we got it. There. Okay, we got it. Right on. Okay, where's the pocket clip? These actually go all the way through and screwed into the other side. Let's see what's happening. And that one, the short one just stops right up there. See, like you can see that where the short one stops. And the other two screw all the way to the other side and screw into this, so that helps support the handle, so they're important. Okay, we got all the pins in here. I like to dip these in grease a little bit, put a little grease on them, just as a little prevention measure from corrosion or anything like that. Okay, time to put in the washers. Lube them up a little bit too. Phosphor bronze washers. Teflon washers next. Lube that one up. Put a drop of oil on it. Put my blade on next. Now we want to put on the lock bar. Okay. A little dab of oil. Teflon washer goes against the blade. Phosphor bronze washer goes on next. Put a little grease on this piece just to help hold it in when we put this together. Okay, let's see if it's all going to stay together for us. I think we got it. Put my pivot screw next. I'm just going to start it. I'm going to later pull it back out and blue Loctite it. But right now I'm just starting it in there just to get things to hold together real quick. Body screws next. Till it's tight and you stop. Don't torque them down. Till it stops. Don't torque it down. Now we can take this one back out and put a little blue Loctite on it. Everything's all together properly. Oh, that's sweet. I like it already. I really like the cog rings, people. Makes the handles better all the time. Okay, go all the way down until it gets tight. Then back it off a quarter of a turn. Let's go ahead and put everything away. All right, people. Well, we still got to put that on. I forgot. We still got one more piece to put on. The video's probably getting long now. Got one more piece. I forgot about the other piece. Yeah, it's a little bit off center. That's just adjustment though. I have to adjust it. Let me see. Right about there. No side to side, no up and down. Makes my grip feel better already. Now I can have a full grip. So that's a major improvement to me. Because, you know, it's a full secure grip. This feels like it could be a self-defense folder now. Instead of just a utility knife, it feels like it could be also used for self-defense. Okay, let's see if we can pull this off real quick. Sometimes these can be boogers though. Let me see if I can. Ah, it's going to cooperate. All right. The SnaggleToothMF is next. Oh, yeah. This is going back to my rotation drawer, people. It was in the safe, locked up with the other holdouts I'm not carrying, because there's only two of them that I actually, you know, carry. This one is one that I used to carry all the time. The sort of got replaced by my favorite little knives are my 80-20.5s. So like whenever I carry little knives, you know, this used to be one of my favorite little knives. But I gotta admit though, the 80-20.5 came along and sort of stole its spotlight. That's the reason why it hasn't been getting carried lately. But now, it's gonna be back in the mix. Because it looks fit to fight, sir. Oh yeah, we're gonna put some Loctite on that real quick. Always just use blue Loctite, people, so you can take it back apart. I don't need to have it be permanently together, because I may want to, you know, change things around in the future. And with little screws and stuff, you gotta be careful, because it's really easy to strip the heads on them and all sorts of little things that you can do with little screws. Little screws aren't as tough as big screws. That's just a fact. This is gonna be sweet. Okay, what I need now? Oh, just a wrench. Tight. And make sure it's pushed down tight. Okay, now that's on tight. There we go, people. And here it is. Oh, I love it. I love it. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Lucky. Y'all rock. Y'all rock. My other brothers from another mother. Absolutely love it. Look at that. See, now you can open this up fast now, whip it out your front pocket. And it's also small enough not to be too intimidating, you know, in front of the sheeple. Love it. And these aren't normally like this. This one's just been used a lot. And so, you know, it's pretty broken in. But like I said before, you know, the small holdouts aren't fidget masters. They are not fidget masters. Do not get one of these if you want a fidget master. These are just great pocket knives. They're great slicers. They're great cutters. They're great for, you know, doing cutting chores. These are awesome knives for cutting chores. Another great knife, small knife that Cole still makes that's great for cutting chores is a Tough Light. That's a super budget friendly one too. I like those too. Always keep one in my car. Absolutely love it, people. Absolutely love it. I love it when a plan comes together. All right. Keep all your old parts. That's what I'm doing here. I'm putting all my old parts back in this packaging right here. And keep all my old parts. I have a ton of old parts. I need to organize all this stuff. It's getting kind of unorganized because I just keep putting it back in the packaging that's sent to me instead of putting it with the knife that it goes with. And so I got like a whole bag full of stuff right here. So I need to spend a weekend just organizing my stuff because it's starting to get kind of crazy. That's what I think. As my mother used to say, it's getting too busy. Just too much of it. I should start doing some giveaways. Would you guys like me to do some giveaways? I think I sort of need to do some giveaways because I need to give away some stuff. Got too much. Here they are. These are my holdouts. CTS 6HP. This is the one that I was going to do, but I changed my mind and did the one I used to always carry. I've never carried this one. This one's still like a brand new knife. It's a serrated Oz 8, holdout 3. This is the one that's always been carried. I've carried this one a lot for a lot of years. And you can tell it because it's been refinished and repolished because it's been damaged. You know me, when I scratch things up, I always buff the scratch, you know, sand the scratches up, sand the scratches out, and then buff it. And that's what this one's been through. All my holdouts have been through that. All my Oz 8 holdouts I carry have been through that. I have a holdout 3. This is the holdout 3. That I also have the 4-inch holdout 2, and then the holdout 1 XL. All 3 of those are my favorite holdouts. I've been carrying them ever since they've made them for like, I don't know, maybe 10 years, something like that. I don't know. A long time. It's been a long time I've been carrying these knives. That's some knives, people. And SnaggleToothMF. That's where you get these mods at. SnaggleToothMF. Peace out. Stiletto.